Every word you speak is a seed. Every thought you hold is a blueprint for your future. The universe responds not to your wishful thinking, but to the conviction of your inner speech. When you speak words of lack, you water the weeds of limitation. But when you affirm the truth of abundance, you call forth rivers in the desert and open doors that no man can shut. Money is not your master. It is your obedient servant. It flows to the one who calls it with faith and confidence. Divine supply knows no restriction, no limitation, no delay. Your part is to affirm that what you desire is already yours in the unseen, and soon it will take shape in the seen. Say within yourself, I am one with the infinite riches of the universe. Divine substance is ever present, ever flowing, and it now takes shape as the money I need and more. Speak it not as a plea, but as a declaration. For the law of life responds to your word backed with faith. Stop repeating the language of fear. Refuse to rehearse your debts. Declare instead, there is no lack in divine mind, therefore, there is no lack in my life. Money comes to me in avalanches of abundance from expected and unexpected sources. Your words are magnets. They draw after them the very things you name. Name your good and claim it now. If appearances seem contrary, hold to the truth. Appearances are lies unless they agree with abundance. Do not fight lack, ignore it, and affirm plenty. The unseen is more real than the seen, and faith brings it into view. Prepare for your good as if it were already on its way, because it is. Open the door of expectation, and wealth will walk in. Say, I give thanks that I am now receiving my financial good. I rejoice in plenty, for plenty is mine now and always. When you bless what you have and what you desire, you multiply it. Bless your purse, your wallet, your bank account, and say, you are always filled with plenty. You serve me with joy, and you increase under grace in perfect ways. Speak these truths daily, for words are alive, and your word will not return void. The universe rushes to fulfill the word of faith. Speak it, believe it. Live as if it were so, and soon your life will testify that divine money affirmations never fail. Every word you speak is a seed planted in the garden of your subconscious mind, and from that soil, your financial reality begins to grow. Just as a farmer knows that planting corn will never bring forth wheat, you must understand that speaking words of lack will never produce abundance. Words are creative forces. They shape the unseen energy into visible form. When you speak about being broke, about not having enough, about struggling, you are scattering seeds of poverty into the fertile ground of your life. Those seeds will grow, and the harvest will mirror your words. You cannot talk lack and expect plenty. You cannot rehearse debt and expect surplus. The law of life does not mock you, it reflects you. Every time you say, I can't afford that, or money never comes my way, you water the weeds of limitation, and they choke out the flowers of prosperity. But when you choose to speak words of faith, when you affirm that abundance is yours now, you sow seeds of wealth that cannot fail to sprout. The ground of the subconscious does not argue. It accepts whatever you plant and brings it forth in due season. This is why it is so important to watch your language around money. Casual words become powerful decrees. A simple statement like, I'm always broke, is not harmless. It is a command to the universe, and the universe obeys without judgment. But when you say, I am prosperous now, wealth flows to me in perfect ways, you are commanding the same law to bring you abundance. The law has no favorites. It works for all who use it, for good or for ill. Your words determine the outcome. Begin to speak only what you desire to see. Let every word about money be filled with expectancy and faith. Say, money is my obedient servant. It comes to me freely, easily, and in abundance. Say it with conviction, and you will feel the shift within you. That inner shift is the sign that new seeds have been planted. Keep watering them with gratitude and never dig them up with words of doubt. Faith-filled words must become your daily habit. Speak them when things look good, and speak them when appearances seem bleak. Especially then, speak the truth. There is no lack in my life. I am one with the infinite riches of the universe. These words are not empty sounds. They are spiritual forces moving into action. Do not underestimate the power of repetition. A seed planted once may sprout, but a seed watered daily will flourish. Each time you affirm your financial good, you strengthen the root system of abundance in your life. And just as the farmer waits patiently for the harvest, you too must hold your faith steady, even when nothing seems to be happening. For beneath the surface, life is at work. Your words have set in motion the law of increase, and in the perfect time, your good will appear. The question is not whether the law works, it is whether you will work the law. The moment you take control of your words, you take control of your financial destiny. Speak life to your finances, bless your money, bless your income, bless every channel of supply, and declare it overflowing. Refuse to speak lack again. Let every word you utter be a seed of wealth, planted in faith, watered with gratitude, and expected to bring forth an abundant harvest. For your words are seeds, and the harvest is certain. Money is your obedient servant, not your master. It was never meant to rule over you, to dictate your choices, or to control your life. Money is energy, a tool of exchange, and its rightful position is to serve you as you fulfill your divine purpose. The moment you allow money to take the throne in your mind, you lose the freedom it was designed to give you. But when you understand that it is a servant, a willing and obedient helper, you call it forth with confidence and direct it with authority. Too many people live as slaves to money. They fear it, they chase it, they worry about losing it. They make decisions based on the lack of it rather than the abundance of it. They shrink their dreams because they believe money is scarce, and so they bend their lives to fit within the limitations they have imagined. This is the reversal of divine order. Money was created to obey you, not to dominate your thoughts with anxiety. When you put money in its proper place, you no longer run after it. Instead, it runs after you because you have recognized the truth. It responds to your faith, your word, and your vision. The first step to putting money in its place is to remove fear. Fear is the chain that binds you to servitude. When you fear money, fear not having it, fear losing it. You bow down to it as your master. Fear magnifies lack and chases away supply. But faith commands money to appear. When you speak with authority, knowing your divine right to abundance, money hears and obeys. You must affirm daily, money is my obedient servant. It comes to me in perfect ways. It serves my good and increases under grace. These words declare the truth and release you from bondage. Money has no intelligence of its own. It is not good or evil. It carries no power except what you give it. If you believe it is hard to get, it will be hard to get. If you believe it flows easily and abundantly, it will do so. Your beliefs shape its behavior because money is a reflection of consciousness. Treat it as your helper, not as your ruler. Speak kindly to it, bless it, and direct it toward your desires. Say, money, you are welcome in my life. You serve my highest good. You come to me now from expected and unexpected sources. When you talk to money with this kind of certainty, you are exercising dominion, and money obeys. Do not chase money, attract it. The one who chases is saying, I am incomplete without you, and that energy repels supply. The one who stands in faith, declaring that money is already on its way, magnetizes abundance. You were never meant to crawl before money or compromise your integrity to gain it. You were meant to stand tall, knowing that the source of all supply works through infinite channels to bring you what you need. Money is only one of those channels. The source is limitless. The flow is constant. When you remember this, you stop worshiping the tool and start honoring the Creator who provides. Act as if money is your faithful servant because it is. Do not speak to it in fear or desperation. Speak in gratitude and expectation. Bless the money you have, no matter how little, and bless the money that is coming. When you pay a bill, do it joyfully, knowing that more is on the way. When you give, release it freely, for you cannot outgive the source. Live with the consciousness that you command money, not the other way around. And as you do, you will find that money, like a well-trained servant, appears when you call, increases when you bless it, and multiplies under the power of your faith-filled word. Affirmations must be spoken as truth, not as pleading, because the language of begging comes from lack, and lack never creates abundance. When you plead, you announce to the universe that you do not have what you desire, and the law of life responds by giving you more of that condition. The tone of your words carries the energy of your belief. A command spoken with authority moves mountains, but a cry spoken in fear creates nothing but delay. Affirmations are not requests, they are declarations of truth. They are the spoken evidence of faith that what you desire already exists in the unseen and is now moving into form. When you say, "Please let me have money," or "I hope one day I will be rich," you are affirming separation from your good. Hope is a beautiful quality, but it is not the same as faith. Hope looks to the future, faith claims it now. When you affirm, "I am wealthy," or "abundance flows to me now," you are planting the seed of possession. You are not waiting for riches, you are declaring that you have already received them in the spiritual realm, and the visible must soon match the invisible. This is the essence of the law of manifestation. What you deeply believe and speak with conviction becomes your experience. Your words must be charged with certainty. The law does not respond to weak or wavering speech. It responds to the power of conviction. Think of a king issuing a decree. He does not beg his servants to obey. He commands, knowing his word carries authority. You are no different, for you were given dominion over your world through your thoughts and words. Every time you affirm, speak as one who already possesses. Say, "I am wealthy now. Money comes to me in avalanches of abundance." Do not add conditions like "if it is possible," or "I hope so," for these dilute the power of your statement. The moment you add doubt, you cancel your own decree. Affirmations work because they reprogram the subconscious mind, and the subconscious does not respond to uncertainty. It accepts as truth whatever you impress upon it with feeling. Pleading impresses the idea of lack, declaring impresses the idea of plenty. When you speak as if your good is already yours, your subconscious aligns your actions, your opportunities, and even your environment to fulfill that truth. This is why you must guard against weak language. Never say, "I wish I had money," or "I need wealth." Say instead, "I have infinite supply. All that is mine by divine right now comes to me in perfect ways." Feel the truth as you speak it. Empty words will not move power. They must be saturated with emotion, with the sense of ownership. Visualize as you affirm. Imagine the result as already complete. Live in the energy of fulfillment, and your words will carry that vibration into the universe. The law cannot deny a word spoken in faith, for faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. When you affirm as truth, you align with that substance and call it into visibility. Never plead with the universe, it is already for you. The supply is waiting for your recognition. The moment you affirm with certainty, the unseen forces begin to arrange the visible. Speak boldly, speak joyfully, and speak now. Say it as if it were already done, because in the realm of spirit it is. Your words, spoken as truth, are the bridge between the invisible and the visible.
And when you hold that position, refusing to waver, the manifestation of your desire is inevitable. To ignore appearances of lack and affirm abundance is one of the greatest spiritual disciplines you
can practice, because the visible world often shouts the opposite of what you are claiming in faith. The bills may be piling up, your bank account may look empty, opportunities may seem scarce, but appearances are only the shadow of past thinking. They have no real power except the power you give them through attention. When you focus on lack, you give it life. When you withdraw attention and turn to the truth of abundance, you open the door for a new condition to manifest. The unseen is always more powerful than the seen. Every visible thing began as an idea, as something invisible to the human eye. The table in your home was once only an image in someone's mind. The clothes you wear existed first as an unseen pattern. So when you look at your life and see lack, you are only seeing the result of old patterns of thought. They are not permanent. They can change the moment you impress a new pattern upon your mind. This is why affirmations are so vital. They create new blueprints for your subconscious, and your subconscious shapes your outer world. Ignoring lack does not mean denying reality. It means refusing to make reality out of what is only temporary. You are not pretending, you are choosing a higher truth. Lack is not truth. The truth is that abundance is the natural order of life. There is no lack in divine supply. There is no shortage in the universe. The same power that causes grass to grow, oceans to flow, and stars to shine is working to supply your every need. When you affirm abundance, you align with that power and allow it to express in your affairs. This is why it is dangerous to talk about lack or rehearse it in your thoughts. Every time you speak about being broke, every time you complain about what you don't have, you anchor yourself to the very condition you want to escape. Your words give energy to appearances and make them stronger. But when you affirm, "I live in a rich, friendly universe. Money comes to me in perfect ways. All that is mine by divine right now manifests," you speak to the unseen and call it into form. You are declaring that abundance is the only reality and appearances must change to match it. Faith is not blind, it sees what the physical eye cannot see. When you look beyond appearances and hold to your affirmation, you are standing in faith. The farmer does not doubt the harvest because he cannot yet see the crop. He knows the seed is working in the soil. In the same way, your affirmations are seeds. You plant them, water them with gratitude, and expect them to grow, even when the ground looks bare. The visible will always catch up with the invisible. When fear whispers, look at the facts. Answer with the truth. Facts change. Truth remains. Lack is an illusion. Abundance is eternal. Speak these words with conviction. Keep your mind filled with images of prosperity. See yourself living in comfort, paying every bill with ease, giving generously, and enjoying life fully. As you persist in affirming abundance and ignoring lack, your vibration changes and conditions rearrange themselves to reflect your new state of consciousness. The appearances of lack will fade like shadows before the light, and abundance will reveal itself as the reality it has been all along. To prepare and expect wealth as if it were already here is an act of faith, and faith is the power that transforms the unseen into the seen. When you prepare for something, you signal to the universe that you believe it is on its way. Preparation is the highest form of expectation because it shows action aligned with belief. If you truly expect abundance, you do not sit idle or speak words of doubt. You make ready for the very thing you desire, as if it were already yours.
Imagine a person who orders fine furniture but leaves the old, broken pieces cluttering the house. There is no room for the new because they have not cleared the space. The same principle applies to your finances. If you say you believe wealth is coming, but your actions reflect poverty consciousness, you are sending a mixed signal. Begin to make space for your good. Clean your wallet, organize your bills, and treat your finances with dignity. Prepare your life to receive more by releasing old, limiting habits, and embracing the habits of abundance. Expectation changes everything. When you expect wealth, you talk differently. You stop saying, "I can't afford that," and start saying, "Money flows to me in perfect ways." You stop imagining shortages and begin to visualize surplus. You make plans for expansion instead of shrinking back in fear. Expectation shows in the way you carry yourself, in the confidence of your tone, and in the generosity of your actions. You no longer clutch what you have in fear of losing it, because you know that more is on the way. You give freely, knowing that giving multiplies your supply. Preparation also means aligning your environment with the reality you are affirming. If you desire a beautiful, prosperous life, create beauty where you are. You may not be able to buy luxury now, but you can create order, cleanliness, and harmony. The law responds to order, for order is the nature of abundance. When you live in chaos and clutter, you vibrate confusion. When you create harmony, you vibrate prosperity. This simple act of preparing your surroundings is a silent affirmation that you are ready for more. Expectation is not passive, it moves you to act. If you were expecting an honored guest, you would not leave your home unprepared. You would make every detail ready. Wealth is your guest, prepare for it. Open a savings account, even if you can only deposit a small amount now. Start learning how to manage large sums, for the one who cannot handle little cannot handle much. Buy a wallet that makes you feel wealthy, even if the amount inside is small. These are not empty gestures. They are signals to your subconscious and to the universe that you are expanding your capacity to receive. Speak and act as though your wealth is here. Walk through your life with the calm assurance that supply is on its way. Thank God now for the abundance that is unfolding. Gratitude is a magnet that pulls more into your life. Every time you give thanks for money received or for the money that is coming, you accelerate its arrival. Live today as though your desire were fulfilled, and soon it will be. The unseen forces of supply respond to those who expect and prepare, for their faith makes them ready. Prepare the ground, expect the rain, and the harvest will come without fail, because what you prepare for in faith must manifest in form. To bless what you have and what you desire is to activate one of the most powerful spiritual laws of increase. Blessing carries the energy of gratitude, and gratitude multiplies whatever it touches. When you bless what you already possess, you shift your focus from lack to sufficiency. Instead of resenting small beginnings or complaining about what seems inadequate, you acknowledge the good that is present and affirm that it is growing. Nothing expands under criticism, but everything flourishes under blessing. The words you speak over your money, your possessions, and your desires determine whether they shrink or multiply. Bless the money in your hand, even if it is little. Hold it and say, "You are blessed, and you increase under grace in perfect ways." These words release the vibration of expansion. When you curse your money with statements like "this isn't enough," you shut the door to supply. Lack consciousness repels increase, but blessing attracts it. Bless your wallet, bless your bank account, bless every channel of income and speak life to them. Say, "You are overflowing with plenty. You serve me well and you are always filled." This attitude keeps the channels of supply open and flowing.
Blessing is not limited to what you already see. It also extends to what you desire. When you bless your goals and dreams, you infuse them with life. Say, I bless the beautiful home that is mine by divine right. I bless the wealth that is flowing to me now. I bless the opportunities that are opening in perfect ways. These words lift your desires from wishful thinking into faith-filled expectation. You are declaring that your good exists now in the unseen and is making its way into the seen. Blessing your desires creates a magnetic pull that draws them to you. When you bless something, you remove resistance. Instead of longing with anxiety or forcing through effort, you release your good with trust. Blessing carries an energy of peace and certainty. It says, I know my supply is sure. It removes the sense of strain and replaces it with the calm assurance that all is working in divine order. This energy accelerates manifestation because the universe responds to harmony, not tension. Even people and situations respond to blessing. Bless the clients who pay you. Bless your employers. Bless your business partners. Bless every avenue through which money flows. Say, I bless those who bless me, and I bless those who do not yet see my worth. Bless your bills as you pay them, for they represent services received. Say, I give thanks that more money comes in to cover this and much more. This practice transforms fear into gratitude and keeps the law of increase working in your favor. Never curse your desires by saying they are impossible or too far away. Bless them instead and speak as though they are already yours. When you bless what you long for, you claim it without resistance. Combine blessing with thanksgiving and you double its power. Say often, I am so grateful and blessed to live in abundance now. As you bless and give thanks, you send out a frequency that draws similar energy back to you multiplied. The simple act of blessing aligns you with divine supply. It makes you a channel for increase, and what flows through you grows for you. Begin today to bless what you have and what you desire. Speak words of life over every area of your finances and dreams. Refuse to criticize or complain. Let blessing be your language, and you will watch your good expand beyond measure. What you bless multiplies always. So I say to you today, speak your good, name your wealth, and claim your abundance. Let no word of lack pass your lips. Call money what it truly is, your obedient servant, ready to multiply under grace in perfect ways. Refuse to plead, declare the truth. Ignore appearances and hold to the vision of plenty. Prepare for your prosperity as if it were already here, and bless it at every stage. For the law cannot fail, and your word cannot return void. The riches of the universe are flowing to you now. Accept them, rejoice in them, give thanks for them, and watch as your life becomes the living proof that divine money affirmations never fail.